Please remain standing for the flag salute and the national anthem led by Nicholas Carbonelli.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
At this time, I would like to introduce Taylor Adams, the President of the Student Council, who will deliver the welcome address.
Welcome Mrs. Randina, Mrs. Hutchinson, Mrs. Sherwood, Mr. Mitchell, teachers, family, friends, and most importantly, 8th grade students. I'm happy to welcome you to the class of 2008 promotion ceremony. To those who don't know me, I'm Taylor Adams, the morning announcement guy. In sitting to write this speech, I searched my memories and the internet for inspiration. Sadly, nothing comes up for 8th grade promotion speech on Wikipedia. So instead, I focused on my memories of the last 3 years at Schuyler. I remember the early days of 6th grade, where in that first class, everyone was nervous about his or her classmates and teachers. I had come from 6 years of private school, and entering Schuyler Colfax was a big challenge, which turned into an excellent learning experience. The grade size jumped from 25 to about 250, 10 times bigger. How's that for some algebra, Miss Folds? I met so many new people and made some friendships that I hope to keep through high school and beyond. Everyone really blended well with their new peers, and we became a great class. Then we hit 7th grade. Those funky hormones we all learned about from our health teacher, Mrs. Stahl, came and changed us all. Coming from summer, people had changed drastically. Kids that used to be 4 foot nothing had sprouted up a couple feet. People now had to dress stylish to impress the ladies or guys. We all developed our social groups, the football players, the smart kids, and the class clowns. The classwork got harder and teachers more challenging. The homework increased every night, but the class really worked hard and made it to the last year. Finally, the 8th grade, with all its perks and rewards, we gained the trust of our teachers in the first week and became responsible for our 8th grade education. The classes got even tougher, but we handled it with pride. We went on field trips like Washington, D.C. and Tom's Lake. There might have even been a few slips on the way, but by making it to the ceremony, you have proved yourself worthy for more learning. But on remembering the past year, I'll highlight one event that will stand out. The entire class stood silently and reverently, watching the military officer guard the tomb of the unknown soldier in Washington, D.C. It was an extremely moving experience of patriotism. Then suddenly, the sky ripped open and everybody got drenched. It was a mad dash back to the buses. People were going crazy, and I will always remember that for being one of my best middle school memories. As I was standing close to my peers, huddling for warmth on that air-conditioned bus, I thought, I love my class. I have many people to thank for the great education we received at Schuyler Colfax. I'd like to start off by thanking the principals. They do a lot of behind-the-scenes work and deserve a lot of credit. Secondly, I would like to thank the administration as a whole, including the nurses and guidance counselors. I don't know how they stay so happy when someone comes into their office crying every day about something or other. I want to also acknowledge the custodial staff. I mean, cleaning up after like 300 eighth graders must be a really tough job. Just to mention the teachers in this speech would not be enough. They put in a crazy number of hours, getting to school an hour early, leaving an hour after school ends. My words can't describe the thanks I have for all the teachers at Schuyler. The last thanks would be the parents of eighth graders for supporting us these last 3 years. I know you feel great pride in your children, for they really put forth a lot of effort into getting a quality education. On looking back on my 3 years at Schuyler Colfax, I have a lot of fantastic memories, but after this promotion, things will change. To end the speech, I would like to mention the famous quote by Buzz Lightyear, "To infinity and beyond." I look forward to spending infinity with this awesome class and reaching the beyond in our future years in high school and college. Thank you, and enjoy the ceremony.
Lee Weisberger will now speak to you about our past years at Schuyler Colfax in his promotional address.
What an amazing 3 years we have had at Schuyler Colfax Middle School. We worked hard, learned a lot, and have finally reached the end of our middle school careers. Throughout the past 3 years, I not only learned math and science, but learned life lessons that I will carry through the rest of my life. Schuyler has given me the realization that there is more to life than being popular. I have learned that you can't be the best at everything, but you can try your best at everything. These last 3 years have taught me that the journey is more important than the destination. Accomplishing your goal is meaningless if you don't learn anything along the way. Even if you stumble and fall, you must get back up, learn from your mistakes, and continue to trek on toward your ultimate goal. Sometimes the mistakes you make, the errors you so desperately want to forget, are the very things that aid you throughout life. Along my journey through middle school, I have learned that you can always find inspiration from those around you. Your friends, family, and even teachers can help guide you through the darkness and pick you up when you are down. All of us occasionally need someone to lean on, someone to follow when life seems out of control. The support of friends brings out the best in us and helps us to remember that nobody can ever bring us down. Most importantly, I have learned that there will always be bumps in the road. Nobody is perfect, and everybody has flaws. The challenge is to accept your imperfections and move on. If you can accomplish this, you will go far. These last 3 years have been a growing period for all of us. We will never forget our fantastic experiences at this school. The memories that we have created will last a lifetime. Schuyler Colfax, class of 2008, always remember the lessons you learned in middle school. Keep in mind that life has so much to offer for those who wish to live life to the fullest. Anything can be accomplished with hard work and perseverance. Always remember those who have helped you throughout your life and keep your friends and family close. While this may be the end of our stay at Schuyler Colfax, our journey continues at Wayne Hills. So let's work hard, let's have fun, and let's go Patriots.
Nicole Ceciere will now describe the requirements needed to be awarded the Presidential Physical Fitness Award.
This evening, I have the honor to explain the criteria for receiving the Athletic Excellence Award. The challenge for an Athletic Excellence Award consists of 10 fitness tests involving muscular endurance, strength activities, flexibility, and cardiorespiratory endurance activities. These tests encourage students to be the best they can be. The physical fitness test consists of 10 events. The curl-ups, which measures abdominal strength. The mile run, half mile, 5-minute jump rope, and pacer run measures heart and lung endurance. The bench steps and shuttle run measures muscular endurance. The pull-ups, flexed arm hang, measure upper body strength. The sit and reach, which measures flexibility in the lower back and hamstring muscles. Students who achieve 10 out of 10 passing scores are in the Superfit Club, which is new this year at Schuyler. The students who achieve this are given the Athletic Excellence Award. We are pleased to acknowledge 18 Athletic Excellence Awards this evening. At this time, I would like to have the entire Athletic Excellence Award winners stand and be recognized.
And now, one of our students, Malia Budd, will be describing the requirements needed to be met in order to receive the Presidential Academic Fitness Award. The Presidential Academic Fitness Award was established to encourage students to achieve high academic standards by recognizing them for educational excellence. The Academic Fitness Awards are determined by 2 levels of achievement. First, students must have a grade point average of at least 3.5 on a scale from 0 to 4.0. The student's GPA is based upon the grades received for the 4 marking periods of the 6th and 7th grades and the first 2 marking periods of the 8th grade. Additionally, students must have scored in at least the 85th percentile on the New Jersey Asks Standardized Achievement Test in mathematics and/or reading. This year, we are pleased to acknowledge 88 academic award recipients. At this time, I would like to have all of the Presidential Academic Fitness Award winners stand and be recognized. At this time, I would like to invite Mrs. Jane Hutchison, the President of the Board of Education, who will be presenting a message to the class of 2008.
Good evening. On behalf of the Board of Education, I would like to congratulate you on your completion of middle school. Congratulations to your parents and guardians who have helped you as you progressed through this wonderful school. Thanks to the principal and to the teachers and all the support staff for preparing you for your next step on your life's journey. As John Dewey said, arriving at one point is the starting point to another. You have arrived at this point in your lives. Finishing middle school, you're at the starting point of another journey in your life, that of going to high school. It will be different. It may be a bit intimidating, just as you may have felt when you entered Schuyler Colfax. Perhaps maybe even scary. It may be uncomfortable. It may be challenging. But remember that you are not alone on this journey. We are here to help you. Seek out help. Talk to your counselors, your teachers, your administrators, and all the support staff. They are here to help you on your next journey in high school. Explore the many possibilities and opportunities you have. Join clubs, extracurricular activities, take different classes, and meet new people, many who may become lifelong friends. This is the time to explore, to delve into the unknown and decide what you like or might not like. Perhaps you may find a career that you're interested in. I want to take a moment and say that there are so many possibilities for you in high school. The number of clubs are just overwhelming. I have seen students at Wayne Hills do many things in their 4 years that make a difference, not only in their lives, but in the lives of others. Take time to participate. You'll not be sorry. Participate in music, theater arts, sports, or in the VIPs, the Volunteers in Public Schools, just as some of you have done here at Schuyler Colfax. I commend you on your efforts of beautification and recycling. Continue that in Wayne Hills. As Mark Twain says, 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than by the things you did do. So throw off those bowlines, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sails, explore, discover, dream. There are many possibilities awaiting you at Wayne Hills. Congratulations, have a wonderful summer. We're looking forward to seeing you at Wayne Hills. Go Patriots!
I take great pleasure in introducing our principal, Mrs. Dorothy Sherwood, who will be presenting the class.
As Anne Frank had said, how wonderful it is that nobody need wait a single moment before starting to improve the world. As we look back upon this school year, it is with great pride that I recognize the varied community service activities performed by our Schuyler Colfax students. Examples of these projects included raising over $6,000 for Pennies for Patients of Leukemia, collecting more than 500 toys that were distributed through the Toys for Tots program to needy children, selling Live Strong bracelets to raise approximately $4,000 that was donated to help pay for the medical equipment required for the recovery of a Wayne middle school boy who was severely injured in a baseball game, collecting dog and cat food, leashes, pet toys for the Wayne Friends of Animals organization, collecting canned food to be donated to the Red Cross for needy families, performing musical programs at a local nursing home, working with autistic children at the New Beginnings School, and beautifying our school grounds, just to list a few. It is very apparent that our Schuyler students do care about making the world a better place. In addition to these projects, our Schuyler Colfax students competed in subject area Olympiad competitions, National Latin Exam, Math League, Spelling Bee, Geography Bee, North Jersey Craftsman's Fair, art poster competitions, and regional solar car design competitions. Our students brought honor to our school and to their families by their outstanding performance in all of these venues. Our students worked diligently to prepare for the New Jersey Ask test given in May. Each year, our scores at Schuyler have been among the top 10% in the state. Yes, this was truly a year to shine. Tonight, we are not only sending our students off to high school, but we are also saying goodbye to two educators who have made a difference in thousands of students' lives. Mrs. Isabel Geist, one of our basic skills teachers, is retiring after many years in the Wayne District. This year, she taught at both Schuyler Colfax and at George Washington Middle Schools. We wish her the best as she begins her retirement. We are also saying goodbye to our interim superintendent of schools, Mrs. Cynthia Randina, who will be leaving the Wayne District to assume the superintendency in the Secaucus School District. During her 12 years at the Wayne District, Mrs. Randina also had served as the Director of Elementary Education and also as the Assistant Superintendent of Curriculum and Instruction. Her dedication to our Wayne children and their education has been exemplary, and we wish her great success in her new endeavor. Now, our 8th graders are looking forward to high school, new adventures, and new opportunities. I personally wish every one of our 8th graders the very best as they continue their education. I honestly am proud of every single one of them. Mrs. Hutchison, Mrs. Randina, teachers, parents, and community members, the students before you have met all requirements for promotion as set forth by the Wayne Board of Education. As principal of Schuyler Colfax Middle School, it is my honor and privilege to present to you the class of 2008. I'd like to now introduce Mrs. Cynthia Randina, Interim Superintendent of Schools.
Mrs. Sherwood, students, parents, teachers, and honored guests, it is my privilege and my pleasure to share a few thoughts with you as you move on from Schuyler Colfax Middle School to become the future graduating class of Wayne Hills of 2012. Yay, that's fantastic. As you sit here, you're probably thinking about all the memories that you shared with the friends that are here with you. This is a good thing, since the events that created those memories have shaped, in part, who you are today, and you are all very, very special. You have accepted the academic, athletic, or extracurricular opportunities and challenges that were presented to you over the past 3 years. I hope that as you look back on them, you can honestly say that you gave each one of them your best effort, and I know that you did because that's why you're here today. Perhaps the most important lesson as you move on to the next milestone in your life is that another set of opportunities and challenges will be presented to you in high school. Never lose sight of the fact that you always had and will always continue to have two important allies to guide you and to assist you. First and foremost are your parents. Their love and support that will follow you throughout your life will always be there to guide and support you. Never lose your ability to communicate with them. They are your biggest fans, and I just want you to take a moment to please applaud and recognize your parents. Secondly, are your teachers. The fact that you are standing here today justifies the time and effort each one of them invested in you and the expectations that they have for your success. And we know that in high school, you're going to be extremely successful. Remember, intelligence is only one component of success. Being smart is another. Intelligence is developed in school, while being smart is often learned through experience and through the choices that you make in life. In high school, college, your career, and throughout your life, you will be faced with a great number of choices. Make intelligent and smart choices, and you will flourish. And finally, respect others. Manners and civility will always be the mark of an educated person. Now it is up to you. You have your own destiny in your hands. What you are and what you are destined to become is unknown. However, it does rest with you. I do know that you have received a quality education, and that education will continue for 4 years. It is up to you to generate the attitude, desire, and motivation to use the tools that will continue to provide the excellent education that is before you. Today, the door to your next milestone in life opens. Walk through it with confidence and an open mind. We are all very proud of you, and from the deepest part of my heart, I wish you continued success. Thank you very much.
Robert Carolla. Talbot Weston. Gina Favacci. Nicholas Lepore. Danielle DePasquale. Andrea Euclasia. Malia Budd. Nicole Cecere. Lee Weisberger. Taylor Adams. Nicholas Carbonelli. Lauren Broser. Kelly Burian. Julia Slater. Nicholas Boldanza. Alana Brosnick. Rachel Fixlin. Stephanie DeLorenzis. Alexandra DeRosa. Allison Miller. Christopher Amato. Daniel Jacobs. Daniel Wappelhorst. Ryan Dembecki. Monsi Daria. Hannah Lucas. Carly Ginsberg. Heather Barish. Michael Locantor. Samuel Ackerman. Tiffany Coppola. Brittany Brigatti. Yelena Rafkanen. Christopher Pantoliano. Angelica Giametta. Eric Peschel. Joshua Mordkoff. Monica Das. Kelsey Mania. Benjamin Beltzer. Fallon Gockman. Victoria Sabatino. Brittany Rizicka. Justin Ort. Patrick Wallace. Alexander Green. Meet Barot. Jacqueline Fatal. Rosella DeZuzio. Emily Hinkle. Jamie Costantino. Powell Lotilla. Joshua Porporino. Jean-Chris Takbianan. Rasha Ayub. Jade Feda. Alyssa Jackson. Michelle Morandi. Jessica Falconeri. Andy Lakin. Alexandra Novakowski. Kayla Wilson. Shara Baldy. Merrill Ryan. Shannon Quinn. Alexa Cohen. Jacqueline Martinez. Morgan Volpe. Christopher Bandrus. George Garcia. Matthew Lowe. Caitlin Huff. Margot Grober. Justin Barish. Edward Moran. Zachary Mulhall. Mark Mobius. Ryan August. Robert Salviano. Sarah Saunders. Victoria Wakili. Grace Jew. Angela Tarantino. Corey Bissonette. Thomas Ormsby. Lena Costagliola. Christian Kubis. Christina Johnson. Amy Steinberg. Brianna Wilson. Samantha Cavallo. Ricky Burke. Lexi Berg. Brent DeBerry. Caitlin Usinski. Alexa Barasonic. Morgan Thomas. Brielle Roman. Tara Botwinick. Emily Ockel. Rachel Johnson. Carrie Rhine. Jonathan Vaca. Brianna Buciccio. Kelly Smith. Corey Vaca. Merrill Ackerman. Rocco Garone. Sam Finkler. Jeffrey Sarin. Jason Rubin. John Beauchamp. Alex Goldstein. Ryan Kattine. Andrew Rudeau. Joshua Maceman. Vishali Gandhi. Sandra Saba. Allison Carluccio. Maxine Zalo. Michael Wu. Jason Gold. Doug Schweibel. Matthew Lachinsky. Christopher Catanzaro. Aaron Crowley. Paige Gilmore. Stephanie Barone. Emily Langer.
Connor Fegan. Jamie Pospisil. Juliana Malberti. Caitlin Jamrose. Jennifer Pollet. April Roy. Casey Brock. Erica Schulman. Rebecca Lee. Brian Seltzer. Jamie Van Brookhoven. Patrick Barecchia. Robert Garone. Kevin Carney. Daniel Hajo. Nicholas Appaluccio. Alexa Berga. Ole Alfathel. Lara Washa. Amanda Figlione. Brett Prohl. Matthew Chevarella. Andrew Monahan. Michael Giannini. Brittany Warther. Nicolette Melfa. Stephen Salemi. Alexis Cuso. Dominic Santoro. Dana Boniface. Shauna Burchell. Alexandra Champa. Samantha Litsky. Courtney Lowe. Selin Dennis. Caitlin Brock. Zaina Hupsch. Christian Graff. Crexon Herrera. Nathan Kalupa. Dylan DeBonis. Garrett Rubin. Jason Katz. Deandra Gentile. Erica Vital. Alexa Martinez. Amanda Levitch. Hyun Q Woo. Dallas Jimenez. Tony Din. Nicholas Bakelman. Jake Rosenberg. Nick Latosa. Nirav Jashnani. Michael Borowski. Gregory Laszlo. James McKeon. John Stessel. Justin Diamond. Justin Beveridge. Salvatore Brigatti. Lawrence Chung. Peter Sambonarius. Jimmy Otten. Russell Mallory. Christian Consalvo. Natasha Davies. Julia Abbas. Morgan Dodds. Christian Rowe. Joe Wakili. Gazim Usini. Matthew Collum. Eric Moskal. Roberto Alvarez. Darius Haber. Jason Avadisian. Christian Moran. Michael Fonte. Eric Valdez. Nicholas Boucher. Christopher Kelly. Gregory Zuber. Bradley Vanderstad. Jordan Struck. Alec Kramer. Justin Avadisian. Stephen Adesso. Nicholas DeSico. Daniel McDermott. Jody Otten. Sean Jones. Daniel Opahori. Jason Polsky. Zachary Donnelly. Evan Tabak. James Benfatti. Thomas Auerbach. Nicola Ronsenong. Edward Essie. Aman Zarati. Elias Moon. Nicholas Gordon. James Van Clive. Jonathan Schaefer. Adam Suter. Jan Catilla. Joshua Giuliano. Michael Guarino. Richard DeVivo. Matthew Greenfield. Jake Maholland. Erhan Sarali. Mariana Vasilovich. Christy Cherup. Corey Vanderplug. Luciano Blumetti. Jeffrey Gignac.
Everyone wants to be remembered for something they have done, and the students at Schuyler are no different. Here is Andrea Euclasia, who will present the class message.
They say a picture is worth 1,000 words. However, if I took a snapshot of all the students right now, it would be worth 1,000,000. We have been through so much these past 3 years that it is a miracle to just be sitting here today. And now, differences aside, we have the same goal, to get through 4 more years of higher education. I know this seems repetitive, having just gotten to be the head of the school as 8th graders, and now starting all over as freshmen, but I have faith in you. We have done it before, and we will do it again. Our first days at Schuyler were confusing, to say the least. We didn't know where to go, what to do, or who was who. We were late to class and couldn't seem to get used to the amount of homework that the teachers were assigning. Now, however, we could probably walk around blindfolded while doing our homework and still get to class on time. Next year, when we walk the halls of Wayne Hills as freshmen, we might feel slightly intimidated, as we did when we first came to Schuyler. The high school may be bigger, but it is also better. There are more clubs, teams, and classes to take advantage of. These activities will integrate us with the upper freshmen, allowing us to meet new people. This will give us a chance to get a feel for what life will be like after our Wayne education. If you think our years at Schuyler were great, things can only get better. High school will give us a chance to branch out from the crowd and find out what it is we were good at doing. There's something for everyone, from football to SDA and tennis to foreign language clubs. I hope that everyone will take advantage of these opportunities. This vast selection will allow us to accommodate our specific interests. If we are interested in the class, we are more likely to want to do well. Just remember, what we do in high school will determine what our lives will be like afterward. If you want to succeed, it starts now and is up to you. Together, we can make our years in high school incredible. Each of us has a unique talent that will make this experience enjoyable. We can easily be the best freshman class Hills has ever seen. With that said, I wish everyone a safe and exciting summer. I can't wait to see you all next year as a freshman class of 2012 at Wayne Hills High School.
Danielle DePasquale and Taylor Adams, our class officers, are now going to recognize some very special people.
Good evening. It is our honor to take this opportunity to thank all of those who have helped the class of 2008 reach this destination on completing a successful 8th grade year. First, we would like to show our appreciation to the PTO for all the fun activities we have had these past 3 years. We will always remember the teen canteens, 8th grade breakfast, and our countless assemblies. We would also like to thank all the teachers for giving us tools and knowledge we all need to succeed. Now the rest is up to us. Our future looks bright and we have played a major part. At this time, we would like to thank all the following people who made this year extra special by helping the luggage collection and chaperoning the Washington, D.C. trip. Please stand as your name is called. Mr. Adams, Mrs. Brown, Mr. Berg, Mrs. Burchell, Mrs. Champa, Mrs. Dennis, Mr. Gignac, Mr. Giannini, Mrs. Hinkle, Mr. Lepore, Mrs. Morandi, Mr. and Mrs. Operhory, Mrs. Sampson, Mrs. Santoro, Mrs. Steinberg, Mr. Zambunarez, Mrs. Uchinsky, oh my God, Mrs. Vaca, Mrs. Wallace, Mrs. Weston, and Mrs. Wilson.
Mrs. Anderson, Mr. Banks, Mrs. Bertoni, Mr. Buddha, Mr. Branich, Mrs. Sorigliano, Mr. Cordino, Miss Folds, Mrs. Giordano, Mr. Johnson, Miss Lacombe, Mrs. Levon, Mrs. Sherwood, Mrs. Tilley, and Mr. Way. Finally, to our parents, you have played the most important role. We thank you all with our hearts. In the years to come, we know you will always be there for us, through the good and the bad times. Thank you, everyone, for all the support you have given us.
Mrs. Sherwood, you have been there for us throughout our whole middle school experience. From the minute we entered Schuyler, you made us feel at home. We can only hope that the principal at Wayne Hills will be as kind to us as you have been. Therefore, we would like for you to accept these flowers as a token of our appreciation. On behalf of all of us at Schuyler Colfax Middle School, I would like to present these flowers to Mrs. Cynthia Randina. We appreciate all that you have done for us through the years, and we wish her all the best in the future.
Mrs. Sorigliano, where would we be without you? You of all people helped us literally survive. If it weren't for your kindness and care, many of us would have been left feeling unwell and hurt. You are not just a nurse, but one who could talk to us when we were upset. Please come up to let us give back to you a small portion of what you gave to us.
Mrs. Tilley, your knowledge and warmth is greatly recognized here at Schuyler. If you weren't so patient and organized, none of this Washington trip could have ever happened. You have truly made this year unforgettable, especially with this wonderful 8th grade PowerPoint presentation. These flowers are presented to you to show how much we care.
At this time, a very special woman who made this whole year possible must be recognized. There are many events and trips that the students at Schuyler have taken part in. The trip to Washington, the dance, Tom's Lake, as well as the ceremony tonight. None of them could have occurred without her, Miss Folds. We'd like to thank you for giving us all of your time, energy, effort, and dedication to make it this year the best. We'll always remember you. We will always remember you when we think back on our Schuyler Colfax experience. With all our hearts, we'd like to present you with that gift. Thank you, everyone, for all the support you have given us.